16. You're beautiful and you're mine. You're all ribbons and curls. Ooh, what a girl. Eyes that sparkle and shine. You're 16. You're beautiful and you're mine.
Who the hell was Ben Jones?
Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Thank you very much, Ben. Iain Lee here. I'm in a different studio and all the buttons are in the wrong place and it's confusing me slightly. But it's Ringo Starr's 70th birthday tonight, kids. Ringo Starr. Oh, there we go. You can hear me now. That's it. Ringo Starr, 70 years old, and we're celebrating.
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
Okay, we're in a different studio. The buttons and faders are all in the wrong place. Let me buy some time by going, line one, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, this is Pitcherville with Absolute Baseball. In Tuesday action, it was Texas over Cleveland, 12-1. A man fell 30 feet from the stands at that game trying to catch a foul ball. It was the Twins over the Jays, 7-6, the Yankees over Oakland, 6-1, and Tampa Bay over Boston, 3-2. Tonight it's Florida at Anaheim and Pittsburgh at Houston. So till next time, see you in the bullpen.
Yeah, I've literally no idea where any of the buttons are. I can't do anything that I want to do. I wonder what happens if I'm going to do this, and that's going to go format and source. I wonder if there's an FX. Oh, you don't need to know this, but it's all got very tedious. What happens if I push this? There we go. It's a different echo. You see, they've got a different echo in the studio. I think this does the echo. Let's see. What's that? Medium hall. Let's just try this. Sorry, this is a... Hello? It's the same, isn't it? Oh, God. And the thing is, this is... Oh... Hello? Oh, that's different. We'll do the whole show like this, shall we? This is fantastic. Hello? 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 Oh, man, we're floating in space. Jeez. Hello, dear listener. My name's Iain Lee. You're listening to Absolute Radio, and we are floating in space. Irritating fun with that. I always get thrown slightly when we do the show from a different studio. For some reason, the computers downstairs is, like, well knackered and stuff in it. So we've had to come upstairs, and a professional broadcaster would not even let you know that this is what were happening and would just move on and it will be smooth and you wouldn't know anything was going on. I'm afraid I have to let you into my private hell, okay? My brain is confused, my fingers are sore, I do not know what the hell they are for. Tonight, it's 70 years... Hang on. It's 70 years of... Hang on, we can... hang on a minute, let's do this properly, hang on. Tonight, dear listener, it's 70 years of Ringo Starr on the planet Earth. That's right, kids, we're celebrating 70 years of Ringo Starr being alive. What more do you need to celebrate? Fantastic. If you've got any Ringo Starr stories at all, if you can make anagrams out... Oh, what the hell is going on here? There we go. It's going to be such a bad show. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I've got 2 weeks off now. It was going to be 1 week's holiday. I've got 2 weeks off now. Don't ask. I don't think I'm allowed to tell you. But what have I got myself involved with? But so tonight's show and tomorrow's show, let them be a bit shoddy. I'll have 2 weeks off. I'll come back. It's going to be... wicked. So, if you've got any stories about Ringo Starr at all, I know it's tenuous and it could be hard work, 0330 123 1215. If you can make an interesting anagram out of the name Richard Starkey, or if you'd like to record a birthday message for Ringo Starr, the drummer from the Beatles, who is 70 years old, we will take all of the recordings and send them on to him. Ringo Starr will be calling us, hopefully after 11. We are trying... and the last-minute negotiations and deals are being done. We will hopefully have Ringo Starr live on the show. Line one, who are you and what do you want?
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, I've been listening for quite a long time.
Okay, hey, you've got the same effect on your voice that I had.
It's like being with... How can I say it? I enjoyed Thunderbird, especially number 5 when it had time.
Excellent, thank you very much. I've just realised that I don't know where the dump button is in this studio, so I ought to let that gentleman go. And I don't even know if we're in delay, Eloise. Oh, my God. I tell you what, let's all calm down. I'll play a record. We'll sort out the technicalities and the legalities of this show, and fingers crossed we might get somewhere by 1 o'clock.
In the trees.
There we go. That's playing a song, I think, so that's good. We'll get there, listener. We'll get there. It's going to be an odd show tonight, dear listener. It's going to be a little bit fraught. I ask you to bear with me. Oftentimes, the fraught shows are the best ones. Hey, I believe the webcam is still on the studio downstairs. It means I can scratch my nuts. Often, the fraught shows are the best ones. Sometimes they're the worst ones. So, who knows? My name, dear listener, if you're new to this show, is Iain Lee. This is Absolute Radio. Normally, I'm on between 11 and 1. But for the month of the World Cup soccer tournament, I have been on from 10 till 1. Tonight and tomorrow night are the last 2 shows that I'm going to start at 10. It turns out the campaign has not taken off. And we'll be back in 2 weeks' time, starting at 11. I've also got an important news for Frank Sidebottom fans, that there is a campaign to get his single to number 1. Remind me to give you the details of that after 11 of where you need to go and what you need to buy. He's already number 56 in the iTunes chart. Who'd have thought we'd live so long? Who'd have thought Ringo Starr would live so long? Ringo Starr is 70 years old. A Beatle is 70 years old. I find that absolutely amazing. Amazing that he could live so long. Particularly as he had the late 70s and the early 80s, where he was not kind to himself and others were not kind to him. But he's still around. So, it's Ringo Starr's birthday today, and we are celebrating it in true style. Ringo Starr himself will hopefully be on the phone after 11, fingers crossed, touch wood. If you have any stories, however vague they may be, connected with Ringo Starr, 0330 123 1215. If you have any interesting anagrams of Ringo Starr or Richard Starkey, 0330 123 1215. The way this show works is I throw out stuff at you, and you can phone in and talk about that, or you can phone in and tell me the show's utter cack. You can talk about anything else that you've thought about today or this week that you think maybe we should be talking about. It's as simple as that. 0330 123 1215. Now, I know this is a World Cup free zone, but I did see a little bit of the football match between the Germans and the Spaniards. And it was an odd thing took place where the Spanish were winning, and there were like 2 minutes to go, and the goalkeeper had the ball at his feet, and he sort of bent down really, really slowly to pick up the ball, and then he stood up and went, "No, I'm not picking it up." And then he went, and it just seemed to me, I could see why he was doing it, of course, they wanted to get through, but it did smack of ungentlemanly conduct and slightly naughty play. Didn't it? Did you see it? It just felt a little bit, come on, this World Cup, and I'm not a fan of football at all, and it is a World Cup free zone, so do excuse me, but it seems this World Cup has been blighted with cheating, pretty much. There's been lots of cheating. The Uruguayan dude who handballed, this fella, the Spaniard, with his bending down to pick... That tea is dripping everywhere, Eloise. Yes. The Spaniard bending down, pretending to pick up the ball and then not picking up the ball. It just seemed a little... Trying to do the radio show? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think anyone's listening, apart from Gary in Bristol. Gary in Bristol, are you listening to the show?
Yes, mate!
Excellent stuff indeed. Now, on the strength of that... I'd like your stories of sportsmanship gone wrong. People cheating. People not playing by the book. Maybe it's something that happened to you, or you saw it happen on the TV, or something like that. Just where you've seen people playing a little bit not by the rules. It seems a little bit dirty. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Are you singing along?
Am I on now?
You're on now, yes.
Oh.
You're on.
It's very quiet.
Gary, did you hear Eloise singing along?
No.
Okay. Also, I bought some sunglasses. When was Paul McCartney? Was that the weekend just gone?
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah, hard rock, yeah.
Yeah. If you're very quiet, aren't you? I'm going to boost you up there. I'll put you up to 11.
Hello.
Makes no difference. But I bought some sunnies. I believe there's the street slang.
Shades.
Yeah, and I'd always until 2 years ago, I'd always bought expensive sunglasses, like £100, because I didn't know that you could buy sunglasses for cheaper.
What?
Than £100. Did you know you could buy sunglasses for cheaper than £100?
Bacon today.
Yeah, well done.
Every single shop sells sunglasses for about tenner.
But they're like crap plastic ones where it's just like black plastic, right?
No, they legally have to have a factor.
Okay, well, I didn't know this. I'm naive. I always would go to the sunglasses hut and buy a pair of sunglasses for £100.
Yeah.
And then last year, 2 years ago, I bought some excellent sunglasses from John Lewis for £35, and I was like, "This is amazing! This is I've broken through the barrier. This is great." Didn't treat them with the respect they deserved. They got very, very badly scratched. So this year, the Paul McCartney concert, I went to John Lewis again to buy some more sunglasses for £35. I found some sunglasses for £15.
Yeah, I've got some from there for that much.
They look a little bit knobbish, but I thought for 15 quid. I'm going to have these.
Kind of wrong. And you can scratch them and not worry about it.
Scratch them, it doesn't matter. So I bought them, put them on, I walked out of the shop and I'm thinking, this is a bit funny. They're a bit steamy. So I took them off and I'm cleaning them and I put them back on and I think these are really steamy. So I took them off, just going to that, put them back on. And they don't work.
What do you mean?
Well, in the sunlight, I can't see anything.
Oh, they're too dark.
No, they're not dark. There's like a blue sort of haze over your eyes. If the sun is behind me, I can see perfectly. That is, and that's the reason.
Got them with you?
I think I have got them with me.
Can I have a try on?
But there's no Eloise, my love. There is no sun.
Yeah, but what's the haze that you're on about, though?
Well, you need
where you kept having to.
I think you need to look into the sun to see the haze. Come in here and try these on.
Okay, hang on. I'll look into a light.
Okay. Yeah, look into a light, it works. You look into a light, you won't be able to see anything. It's got a weird blue haze on it.
Maybe some massive. I think. Look how big your head is.
I've not got a fat head. Your head's fatter than mine.
No,
You've got a well-fat head. What? Look into the bright light. You're just looking at the edge of the light. Look at the light.
Oh, it's haze in the light. Yeah, but that's it being...
No, but if you...
Look how big your head is.
Oh, no, they're broken. That's why. What have you done to them? Your fat head has broken my sunglasses.
Do them.
I fixed them. But the thing is, if you're walking in... Where are you going? I'm talking to you, woman.
Oh.
If you're walking in the sunlight... I don't know what... they're all on now. If you're walking in the sunlight and the sun is up there, that's what you're going to see, is that blue thing where you can't see nothing.
I could see fine. It just
It's
looks a
not
little
sunlight, it's the light bulb in the studio.
I don't believe that they do that.
Right on my tits tonight.
Also, can I tell you something? You need bigger frames, like more coverage.
I know,
They
they
look
were-
a bit small on you.
They were 15 quid. They didn't have the big ones that I wanted. Oh, go out. Go out. So, dear listener, I throw another topic into this realm of topics that I'm throwing out at you. Sunglasses and things that you've bought that are not fit for purpose. 0330 123 1215. If you bought something and been using it and just thought, you know what, this isn't really doing what it's meant to be doing. This is rubbish. These sunglasses are utter pony. 0330 123 1215. We'll have some of your calls, hopefully, God willing, inshallah, after this.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute.
Radio.
We're actually getting Ringo Starr and Richard Starkey anagrams, as I asked for. This is fantastic.
Closer to the edge.
Thomas suggested Ashtray Derek and Sidetrack Harry as Ringo Starr or Richard Starkey anagrams. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Let's go to Marky in Liverpool. Good evening, Marky.
Hello, how are you doing, mate? You alright?
I'm very well, Marky. How are you?
Good stuff. Yeah, well, Ringo, yeah. I'm actually his godson, like.
Okay.
I'm not famous or anything, but
No.
you know what? My mum, like, she used to know Ringo back in the day, like, they used to, her mum used to work together with
Yes.
his mum.
Yes.
And, basically, yeah.
Yes.
So I've met him a couple times. Like, he's a nice bloke, like.
Right, yes. Can I just say, Marky, Marky, the only reason I'm letting you on is because we have literally no other calls.
Half an hour into the show.
28 minutes into the show with 3 wonderful topics thrown out.
I've got another topic, mate. Listen. Okay, listen to this. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Celebrities that are in denial about their baldness and that are trying to hide it really badly. Like, I don't know, Nicolas Cage.
Okay,
you know the bloke who was in Pulp? Jarvis Cocker? You can see he's going slightly bald and he's hiding it in a bad way. You know what I mean?
Who Jarvis Cocker is?
Yeah.
He's going bald?
Yeah, can't you see? He's starting to get... If you look closely, he's got a bit of the old comb over going on.
Bruce Forsyth?
Oh, well, that's a wig, isn't it? That's the whole thing.
That's a whole thing, isn't it? That's a whole thing.
That's the whole thing. Doesn't count.
Anybody else?
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
If you look closely, you know, Nicolas Cage is seriously in denial. And another thing, how many... When you're walking down the street, you see a pretty lady, how many times is it appropriate to check her out? You know, once, twice, maybe 3 times.
Three times a lady?
Yeah. I usually go for twice. 3 times is kind of creepy, if you know what I mean.
Well, it depends how subtly you're doing it.
You know what I mean? And also, have you ever had a sexual dream about a woman that's not your wife?
Yeah, plenty of times. But Gary, what is this? The Gary from Bristol topic show? Well, these all rejects from when you were on Richard Bacon earlier.
Did you hear me?
No.
It was fun. He's a nice bloke.
He's a very nice bloke, Richard Bacon, yes.
Talking about Richard Bacon,
yes.
You know who one of my favourite sexiest women that I used to fancy when I was a kid?
Richard Bacon's mum?
No, Katie Hill.
Okay, okay. Well, we enter the sick world. Jesus, let's just get... I'll be honest, listener. We have no calls whatsoever, apart from Gary from Bristol, Noel Taylor, and Andre from Basildon.
Hello, Ian. Hi, evening.
This is Andre.
Is that Ian or Eloise?
Is that turn your radio off, please?
Right, hold on, because I've got something very important to say.
Okay, this is literally all we have got. I have thrown out golden topics this evening.
Ian?
Yes, Andre, I'm talking. I'm talking to the listener, Andre. I'm talking.
I've hit literally bowled
I am talking to the listener, Andre.
Which is myself.
Well, no, you're now a caller. There's a difference.
I've literally bowled in here.
You're not a listener. When you turn your radio off, you stop being a listener. You are now a caller.
Right, okay. Ian.
So I am not addressing you. I'm addressing the listener.
Right, you might be right in what you say.
I am correct in what I say, aren't I, Noel Taylor?
Right, Ian.
No, I'm addressing Noel Taylor.
No, Ian.
No, Andre.
Hello, Andre. I mean, Ian.
Who's that?
It's Noel.
Is that Tim Shaw?
Right, Andre.
Oh, sorry.
Andre.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Right, yeah.
Noel.
Yes?
Shut up.
Okay.
Right, we've got to listen to him.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
I'm not addressing either. I'm addressing you both now.
Right.
And then...
Right.
I'm addressing the listener.
Right. Which is who?
Which is not you. And probably not that many other people either, to be honest, because no one's calling in.
Right, okay, so what do you want us to say or do?
I want you to say and do nothing. I want you to shut up and let me address the listener.
Right, carry on here.
Thank you.
All right.
Now, dear listener, normally... I have thrown out 3, maybe 4 topics, which is probably enough to last me a week, maybe even a month if push came to shove. And these are golden topics that other talk stations and talk shows would kill for. They have teams. You listen to something like the Nick Ferrari show. There are 18 people working on that show. Producers, research.
Oh, blimey, bless you, mate.
Producers, researchers.
Oh, excuse me. Carry on here.
On this show, there's only one. There's only one.
Ian. Yeah. Sorry, Ian. Carry on. Sorry, Ian. I can't stop laughing. Go on, Ian. Carry on. Go on. Sorry, mate.
On this show, there is only one person working on it. Me. I have to do everything. Come up with the topics. Come up with the themes. It was my idea to do Ringo Starr's 70th birthday.
What about Eloise? What's she doing at the moment?
Not a lot, if I'm honest. She's trying to get up off the floor.
Don't you say nothing about Eloise. Don't you say anything about Eloise.
I wouldn't dream of it.
So,
Would I?
Oh, God, no, I'm actually going to...
Sorry, even though she did promise me some promos 4 weeks ago, but I won't go into that. If you don't want to send me them, she hasn't got to.
OK, Andre,
but that's... Right, carry on, Ian.
I realise I'm fighting a losing battle, Andre.
Right, carry on, Ian. Now, come on, because I need to talk with you anyway.
Why don't you tell me what you've called in for?
Right, all I'd like to say is Barry around.
No.
Because all I want to say to him, well, my main reason to call was Summer Buddy Holly, the Working Folly, Good Golly, Miss Molly and Boats.
No.
Jump Up in the Alley and Natty Goats. Right?
Yeah. OK, Andre, was there anything you wanted to say that was relevant to anything that's going on in the world?
Well, Germany didn't win, which I'm pleased to announce.
OK.
Because we would never lived it down if they would have.
Right.
Don't mention the war.
No, nothing like that. I'm not no way do
Andre, listen.
Yeah?
I've worked it out, right? You have nothing to say, do you?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Well, then say it!
I've got loads.
Shut up, Taylor! Say it, Andre!
Well, all I like to say is...
and if it's the lyrics from a song, I'm going to cut you off immediately.
Well, even if it was Reasons to be Cheerful, Part 1, 2, 3.
Especially if it was Reasons to be Cheerful, Part 1, 2, 3.
Summer Body Holly.
Right, he's gone. Noel Taylor, what do you want? Bearing in mind, I'm not in the mood.
OK, I've got an invention anyone can do, Ian.
Let's hear it.
And it's a thermos coaster. It's just going to excite you so much you're going to get a touch on.
Tell me what it is!
It's a thermos coaster, right? And it's 25 CD holder. You know the plastic CD holders?
Yes.
Right, you turn that upside down, you put ice cubes into it, and then you put the top back on, and you can put a bottle onto it, or a glass, or a can, and it keeps it cold.
What if I want to keep something hot?
Oh, you've flummoxed me there.
There we go. It's not a good sign that 35 minutes into the show, I'm in a bad mood. That's a bad sign. 0330 123 1215. Please.
Willow speed in modern times.
Ian Lee on Absolute Radio.
Now, there is a campaign to get Frank Sidebottom, who passed away a couple of weeks ago, to number 1 in the charts. He's already number 52 in the iTunes chart.
Wow.
And this only started 3 hours ago. He's already number 52 in the iTunes chart. If you're at all vaguely interested and want to spend, I think it's £1.59 on the double A side. It's 2 songs. Can I suggest, and I will keep mentioning this tonight, if you do it between now and Saturday, there's a good chance he could make number 1 in the charts, which would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? Ringo Starr's 70 years old, Frank Sidebottom number 1 in the charts. The world has literally gone insane. But can I suggest you go to radiotimperley.com, radio, TIMPERLEY.com, and there's a link that will take you to the iTunes thing and stuff like that, and you can find it, and it's only 79 pence per song. There's 2 songs. One of them's Guess Who's Been on Match of the Day. I might play a bit of it later on to get us. So if it gets into the top 30 while we're on air, I will play a little bit of Guess Who's Been on Match of the Day at some point this evening. So radiotimperley.com. Click on the link, and Frank Sidebottom number 1? Really? Is that possible? 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Eloise, people have not heard your voice. There we go. That's all. That's it. That's all they need to hear is you saying we're coming from a different studio. It sounds different in my ears. That sounds really different. And also, all the buttons are in the wrong place. So there will be muff-ups, there will be silences, there will be... It's going to be a little bit rubbish, OK? But bear with us. That could be its charm, couldn't it? Alex, what do you reckon? Does that make it charming?
It could be charming, you never know.
It could be charming, or it could be irritating.
Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Let's do it.
Anyways, happy Ringo Day.
Happy Ringo Day to you, my friend, and happy Ringo Day, Eloise.
Happy Ringo Day.
Happy Ringo Day to everyone. Peace and love, peace and love.
Will you be playing any more Ringo later on?
Oh, I'll be playing... name a Ringo song, and I'll play it for you now.
Octopus's Garden?
You got it, my friend. Well, you keep talking while I try and find it. Hang on.
All right, fantastic. Anyway, I got a good anagram of his full name.
Oh, go on.
Take Richard Starkey, and it turns into Rather Scary Kid.
No, it doesn't, does it?
Yeah, look it up.
That's genius if that's the case.
Yeah, I didn't make it up. I Google searched. I was lazy, but it's really good.
I don't think anybody... is Richard Stilgo dead or alive?
Richard Stilgo?
Whoa, the hesitation in your voice would imply...
I don't know. Let's take a look.
You know who Richard Stilgo is, don't you?
Name does ring a bell.
Remember, life still goes on.
Oh, apparently he's still alive.
Fantastic. Well, he's the only person, I think, who has the skill to do anagrams on his own. Nobody else. He used to do anagrams all the time.
At anagrams.
Well, I am, and I don't get it. I'm terrible at countdown as well, which is basically an anagram of a word that isn't a word.
I give up on countdown. I cannot do it.
Do you know, I haven't watched Countdown since Carol Vorderman was on there, and I was a big Carol Vorderman fan.
Yeah, she's lovely.
She is lovely. But then I was flicking away in front of the TV the other day, and this new... hang on, I'm trying to find Abbey Road. There it is. The new lady that presents Countdown...
I think her name's Rachel.
I don't know. I don't care. She was dressed like... Well, like a bit of a tart, if I'm completely honest. It's really short, tight, little dress. You're thinking, no, this is inappropriate, isn't it? This is a bit...
They've got to try and keep the rating somehow now. Gone.
Hang on a second, Alex. Let's just indulge you for a few moments.
Fantastic, thank you.
I'd like to be... under the sea, in an octopus's garden by the shade.
He'd let us in, knows where we've been, in his...
I've just read... Have you heard the Beatles album Love? I wonder if I've got...
I was going to mention... have you heard the remix of that?
The remix... Exactly! This is what I don't know if it's on here for some reason.
If you've got it on your iPod anyway, the remix of Strawberry Fields is brilliant as well.
The whole album is a work of
it's amazing.
Genius. Everything's doing... hang on a second, let's see what this is. Here we go.
That's it.
I'd like to be under the sea.
So we've got the strings from Goodnight, we've got Ringo singing Octopus's Garden.
It's a brilliant version.
In the shade.
Now it's time to say goodnight.
In his octopus's garden, in the shade.
Take it away, boys. It's just a treat.
It's amazing. The whole album's
The whole album is a work of art.
Alex, I've got a little They Might Be Giants song you might be interested in.
Oh yeah, go on.
If you go on Spotify and type in Another First Kiss,
yes,
turns out they haven't got any They Might Be Giants, but I really wanted to... Oh, they got the new album, but I really wanted to hear that song. That's like my favourite They Might Be Giants.
Yeah.
There's a really good cover. Don't know who the hell the guy is, but it's really nice.
Yeah.
So check it out sometime. You might like it.
I will check it out, Alex. Alex, thank you very much for that. Absolute pleasure. Lawrence is in the Oakley. Good evening, Lawrence.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Lawrence.
How's it going?
It's going all right. How are you going?
I'm going good.
Good going.
Good. I've called in.
Yeah, the going's firm to good at Lawrence. Yes. I know you've called in. We're speaking.
Yes, yeah.
That's how that's happened.
Ask you some advice.
Okay, I'm the man that
can.
can.
I know, right. Well, as you know, a couple of weeks ago, well, you probably don't know, I've started to listen to this show, and I thought,
I don't know that, Lawrence. No, I do not know that. We don't. Can I tell you? Radio is odd. It's measured by people ticking diaries. We do not, I know this is a popular myth, we do not have a computer that every time someone switches on their radio or their DAB or their Sky, a little thing goes, we've got Lawrence in Oakley, add that one to the list. It doesn't work like that, I'm afraid.
Maybe he rang up and told us that he's only new last time, but we don't remember them all, unfortunately.
Yeah, you should have a machine, man.
Yeah, we should have a machine. We should have a machine, Eloise.
Yeah,
anyway, right.
It's not my fault.
Eloise, yes?
I love that nickname, Eloise.
It's a brilliant nickname, isn't it? The best nickname.
LL Cooley.
No, Eloise is much better, because I made it up, and I'm clever.
I've got a friend called Louise, and I call her Eloise just for no reason, because... Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ask you to stop doing that, because it's Eloise's nickname, and I came
I know it's Eloise.
He's copyrighted it.
I came up with it, so, no.
But I want to use it.
No.
But I'm using it anyway.
No, you're not, because this girl, is she hot?
No.
Well, even the girls that aren't hot can be hot sometimes. No, because she's going to think that you're clever and funny, You can only use it if every time you do it, you then say, copyright Iain Lee, Absolute Radio.
And pay 20p to Iain.
Me.
But then I'll be poor.
Tough.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, nice one. Yeah, wicked, nice one.
Anyway, back to the advice.
Yes.
Right, okay, so I started watching, and I thought, how great would it be if I started up my own little internet radio?
Oh, they're fun to do. I do that from time to time in my spare room. They're fun to do.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, okay, I'll invite a friend round, and we started it up on some free site thing.
Yeah.
And we started it, and we started it last week, and it was really, really terrible.
Yeah. Well, so is this. Listen to this. I get paid money for this, and this is awful.
No, this is professional.
Oh, yeah, may God bless you, sir, but professionals will be turning in their office listening to this. No, it's awful.
I just need some advice of how to make mine, professional. And have you got any tips?
Yeah, phone up the Ben Jones show and see what he says.
Yeah, but Ben Jones is nothing on you.
What kind of DJ do you want to be?
I don't know. A confident one, someone who's confident as you, Iain.
No, but what sort of show are you doing?
We're doing, I don't know, we just did, music, and, we tried to do phonings, but it really didn't work.
Well, with confidence, I don't know, because and Eloise will back this up, in the real world, Lawrence, I'm not confident at all.
That is 100%
It's 100,
true.
all right, don't be rude.
I'm not being rude, I'm agreeing with you.
You could say it's 80% true, give me some kudos. But in the real world, Lawrence, I'm bumbling, I'm shy, I can't look people in the eye. Hey, those are lyrics for a song. I'm writing that down. What was that?
I'm bumbling, I'm shy, I can't look people in the eye.
I'm shy.
But
let's come up with a song for the show. For you.
I've done it. I'm bumbling, I'm shy, I can't look people in the eye. That's a good song. I'm going to do that.
We need someone who can play the guitar to come up with a tune for us.
I've got a tune, I just sang it.
Yes.
It was a good tune.
Crap.
Shut up. So Lawrence, you just have to realise. Do you know what? How I got confident doing this kind of stuff is.
Go on.
Is I realised, and the moment you realise it, it's like a light going off, and life becomes easy. Okay, and I realised this years and years ago when I was doing a television programme called the 11 O'Clock Show.
Yeah.
And I was bricking myself for the whole first series. I was bricking myself for most of the second series. I was bricking myself, and then halfway through the second series, I realised it wasn't important. And none of it mattered. And this is true. And as soon as I realised that it wasn't important and none of it mattered, it became easy to do. I suddenly became very, very confident. And it's the same with this. In TV and radio, you get all these young, trendy types with their Hoxton fins and all, doing their cocaine and all, and all trendy. Everyone thinking that they're really important because they work for TV. You meet people who work for BBC. Oh, I work for the BBC. I'm far more important than you. You're a nurse. Ha ha ha. And they genuinely think they're more important than anyone else.
Yeah.
Once you realise that TV and radio is rubbish, right, and it doesn't mean anything, then it becomes easy to do.
Yeah.
Also,
that's it.
You don't know anyone you're transmitting to, so they don't know what your real personality is like.
Exactly. It's like when you go to university, you can become a whole new person because it's all new people there. You can start from page 0.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
I like your advice. Thanks very much.
And I like you listening to my advice. Don't call that girl Eloise. Her name is Louise, and it's the name that I came up with, for goodness sake.
You can't add an L onto someone called Louise.
It's a stupid thing to do. Absolutely stupid thing to do. 0330 123 is the telephone number. We're just talking about random stuff, it would appear. It's Ringo Starr Day. He's 70 years old. What was the other stuff we talked about?
We're having him on later. Sunglasses that don't fit, sports cheaters, and balding celebs.
I mean, who am I kidding? We're going to get no calls on any of these things. I'm not stupid enough to not have noticed that every time I throw a topic out, we get hardly any calls on it. But, I feel I ought to justify the huge amount of cash that I receive in a brown envelope every week. 0330 123 1215. Press button 1, and you could be on the air. Matt?
Hello.
Hello there. I sang your introduction.
Fantastic. I've never had an intro like that before.
There you go, my friend. You see, that is what it's all about. Whereabouts in Crouch End are you?
Just off Crouch Hill.
Okay, I go to Crouch End regularly.
Right.
All right,
all right, innit?
It's all right, isn't it? It's a bit posh.
Not since I moved in it.
Well done, sir. This is what every posh area needs someone a little bit common to kind of just bring the atmosphere down a little bit, I think.
The house prices as well, you know.
Exactly. Matt, what can I do for you?
Right, a story about Ringo Starr.
Okay, go on.
Okay, right, this was years ago, right, and I was working for my old man.
Yeah.
And he got a job as a security doing for this, like, sheikh, this Arab fella.
Yeah.
Who was buying Ringo's house at the time. And Ringo had bought this house, Tittenhurst Park, it's famous.
Tittenhurst Park, very famous. John Lennon's old
Lennon
house.
used to live, yeah, where they filmed the video to Imagine.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ringo's bought it off him in the 60s, and he sold it to this Arab sheikh fella who's given me dad this job doing all the security and that.
Beautiful.
He knows I'm a Beatles nut, so I was about 15 or something. So we go down there in the car to do this recce job. Anyway, we're having a look round the building and that. I'm just totally buzzing, going, wow, man, this is like history, you know. Anyway, I see this Hare Krishna temple. So I goes in there, I'm having a route about, as you do, being a thieving northerner.
Yeah.
And there's these tea cases. So I looks inside one, I see this battered pair of drumsticks.
Oh, man.
I'm like, oh, they need liberating, they do.
They need liberating.
Sorry, if you're listening and it's your birthday, and they might have been worth a lot to you.
Yeah.
But they didn't look really that. They were the bill, like, almost snapped and knackered. And that. So I stuck him in my jacket, carried on doing the recce job, looking at, like, measuring everything up and that.
Yeah.
And then I got in the car about half a mile down the road. It was here, Dad, check these out. He goes, what? He goes, what do you know? I was like, oh yeah, they're in that Hare Krishna temple, in like a tea case now. Got to take them back,
Oh, no!
Started off, nah. I've still got them. My mum's got them at her house back home somewhere.
Well done. So how did you talk your dad out of making you go back, though?
I just said, look, these are mine now, I'm not going back. We look like idiots, you know what I mean?
Yes.
There's no one there, you know, the place was empty.
Fantastic. So you've got a pair of Ringo Starr's drumsticks?
Yeah, but they're worthless because I can't get them authenticated, can I?
No, that's true. Listen, this is what we're going to do tonight, is we're going to try and recreate and build a fake Ringo Starr using stolen bits and pieces and memorabilia. This is what we're going to do, and I'm going to draw a picture like the hangman. So far, I'm just drawing a pair of sticks. We have Ringo Starr's drumsticks. Now, if anybody, for example, has a pair of Ringo Starr's trousers, or a shirt, or some of his hair that maybe they bought in the 60s or something.
Yeah, maybe a barber that he's been to might have some of his hair.
Listen, if you were cutting a Beatles' hair...
Yeah, you'd keep it, wouldn't you?
Of course you'd keep it. You'd let it fall on the... Oh, I will sweep that up, I will sweep the hair up later on, Ringo. Don't you worry.
We can make this effigy of him, right, and then sell it on eBay.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to sell Ringo Starr on eBay. 0330 123 1215. If you've got anything that belongs to, that was touched by, that has been in the same room as Ringo Starr, Matt, that's an excellent call. Thank you very much. I knew my Absolute Radio listeners would deliver. I want Ringo Starr stories. I got Ringo Starr stories.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Absolute Radio.
You can follow me on Twitter, by the way. We've two Twitters. We've got at Iain Lee is my private one. And what's the show one?
Twitter's
Yeah, so I just asked you a question. I know it's tricky.
Absolute Iain Lee.
We've had a stroppy tweet sent to us.
To us?
Well, sent to Absolute Radio and to my Iain Lee one. Just play some music. If I wanted to listen to piss people, I'd go down the pub. So I wrote back, dude, that's the show. Go and listen to Capital and stop following me if I'm not your cup of tea. Deary me. That's how I've ended it there. Well, listen, if you follow me on Twitter and you've heard you must have an idea what the show is going to be like, surely. You would think, wouldn't you? It can't come as a surprise that we don't play that much music. We play 5 or 6, sometimes 7 songs an hour, which is, I think, is plenty, really, but we mainly talk to people. It's a phone-in show.
Someone just called me up and they were like, I just want some indie. I was like, yeah, we are an indie and rock station, so it's bound to be coming up. Well, I just want some indie.
Listen, the next song, do we get the name of that indie requester?
No.
The next song...
Oh, yes, Michael.
Michael, the next song is for you. Stay tuned. In about 5 minutes, I will play an indie classic that will blow your socks off.
He doesn't want you to talk. He wants it on now.
OK, well, let's do that then. One of the greatest indie songs of all time, Everywhere by Fleetwood Mac. That's what indie means, isn't it? Bigger corporate Los Angeles rock bands. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, he's on the phone. Yes, Michael. Michael, yes. Michael. He's gone. Unbelievable. There we go. Well, let's sit back and pretend it's 1992 and we're all in our student digs rolling up a spliff, huh? And not copping off with girls. There we go, Michael. Was that indie enough for you?
That definitely wasn't.
Sorry?
That definitely wasn't.
Fleetwood Mac and everywhere. Wasn't indie enough for you?
No. Got some Stone Roses?
No.
What do you... Oh, that's an insult. We already done the Verve. Oasis, we'll settle for some Bob Dylan.
Well, you're not playing any Bob Dylan. He's rubbish.
All right, what you got coming up on the playlist next?
Van Morrison?
No Van Morrison. It's I Am Clute.
What?
We got the Beatles.
Yeah, what Beatles?
And the Walrus, come together.
Yeah. Do you know what? We're not going to play the Beatles now.
Oh no!
Just to annoy your drunken mate in the background.
Rolling Stone.
Rolling. When you said you want indie, and then you go and ask for the biggest corporate band in the world.
Yeah, but you've snubbed the Stone Roses. Yeah, we're trying to come down to your level. You played Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. Surely they were indie, weren't they? Weren't they from Manchester or something on Rough Trade?
How's Daisy Donovan?
Sorry.
How's Daisy Donovan?
I don't know. I've not seen her for about 9 years. How's your mum?
She's pretty good, thanks.
I know. I was with her last night. Thank you very much for calling. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Let's go to who's been on here the longest. Alice has been on the longest. Good evening, Alice. Oh, hello, Alice. Oh, the faders are all in the wrong place and it's confusing me and hurting my head. Alice, how are you this evening?
I'm very good, thanks. How are you?
I'm all right. I've had quite a good day today, although I sort of wasted it. I wasted some of it a bit, and you know when you sort of you waste time and you think, oh, I could have done this and all of this stuff, and I didn't really do as much as I wanted to do.
Yeah, I know. It's like being at school.
It's like being at school. Being at school, the majority of being at school, is a waste of time, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
How old are you, Alice?
I'm 14.
14, yeah. It is there's so much stuff. You could easily condense the school week. What's the school week? 30 hours a week? Something like that. You could easily, maybe a bit more, you could easily condense the whole school week into about 4.5 hours, and it would still be just as useful.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff you don't need to have. Anyway, Alice, what can I do for you this evening?
Can you play the Kooks?
No!
No?
Why is everyone what are people phoning up for? This is not the all-request show. We don't do requests on this show.
Okay, can you say hi to my dad?
No, I can't. Unless your dad's Ringo Starr, I can't say hi to him. I'm not Ken Bruce. I'm not blooming...
Scott Mills.
Sorry?
Not Scott Mills.
I'm not Scott Mills. By the way, Scott Mills will be doing the Ringo Starr 70th birthday show in 3 weeks' time, so if you miss it tonight, you can hear it on the comedy thief himself. Alice, listen, we don't do requests, we don't do big-ups, we don't do shout-outs, we don't do hellos.
Okay, well, I've got something to do with the Rolling Stones.
Okay.
My mum was winked at by Mick Jagger.
Your mum was what?
Winked at.
Winked at. Oh, that's a relief. Okay, I had to hesitate for a second. And when was this?
When she was pregnant with me.
Can I say something to you?
Yeah.
Don't be upset. Don't. Mums always say they were winked at by Mick Jagger. My mum always tells me she was winked at by Tom Jones. I don't believe it. And when you're young, you go, oh yeah, wicked, mum was winked at by Tom Jones. And now I'm 37, I'm thinking, well, when was my mum winked at by Tom Jones? And you ask her, she goes, oh, I saw him in the street. And it's obviously just a made-up story that you tell to your kids.
Maybe.
So I'm sorry, Alice. Alice, I don't mean to crush you, but your mum's
told her, like, Father Christmas isn't real now.
Your mum's a liar.
Okay.
By the way, kids, Father Christmas is real. What the hell are you doing, Eloise? Alice, listen, thank you for that. I know we're desperate for calls, but come on, standards and everything. Rose.
Hello, Ian.
Oh my God,
Got pneumonia.
Oh, you've not, have you?
I've still got it, and pleurisy, and I'm moaning because you had a stupid little cough and ended up with a brown puffer and a little bit of thrush. And I go away for 2 days, end up pneumonia, pleurisy, nebuliser, hospital 4 days.
Hang on a
and
minute.
you've got 2 weeks off, and I've got to sit here and listen to somebody else. Sorry, Ian. Bye. No, I'm still here.
Now, have you finished?
Really? He got it off my chest. Well, he got something off my chest anyway.
You want to do a big flop. Now, oh, sweet Jesus. Listen, first of all, I didn't have a piddling little cough. I was coughing every 20 seconds. I couldn't sleep.
Oh,
and
what
also,
a shame.
I know.
You try having COPD.
I don't know what that means, but...
Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
Well, there you go. I know how to work the doctor.
I know you do.
And that's what it's all about. You've got to work the doctor, baby.
At least you told the truth this time.
I did tell the truth,
How's
but...
your bum, by the way?
My bum... Funny you should say that, because as I'm talking to you, I'm clenching my anus, trying to itch it by just squeezing. I'm not using a finger. This is true, actually. I was doing this as you started talking. It's all right. I'm still waiting for the appointment to go and get the operation done.
Oh, painful. It's very painful, Ian. My mum had it done.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might not need it done, actually.
Coward.
But wait a minute, don't have a go at me. You're telling me you have a go at me 1 minute.
Don't go at somebody.
Well, don't have a go at me. Hang on a minute. Let's find someone you can have a go at.
As long as it's not Barry from Watford.
No, he's not in. Ralph?
Hello, sir.
Do you mind if Rose has a go at you?
Not at all.
Rose, have a go at Ralph.
Hello, Ralph. Where are you from?
Well, originally I'm from Malta, but now I'm here in Kent.
Oh, I like Malta.
No, Rose, that's not having a go at him. That's flirting with him, you silly moo.
When they're going to finish Malta off, by the way?
Pardon, babe?
When they're going to finish Malta off, finish building it. Because last time we went, it was a building site.
If you finish it, you've got to pay more in taxes.
I'm not paying your flipping taxes. I have a nice job paying my own, thank you.
Hang on a minute, Ralph, hang on a minute. Rose, don't say anything.
Right.
Sounds like a dirty phone call, doesn't it, Ralph?
I know, it's very embarrassing.
It sounds like one of those sex phone calls that your girlfriend...
Do you think I could make some money?
I think you can make a lot of money. It's like those sex phone calls your girlfriend used to do when you started going out with her, and then when it got all serious, that stopped.
They'd stop me benefit, though, wouldn't they?
They would.
No,
you'd get
please don't. I'm getting a bit hot now.
You'd get a few extra benefits, let me tell you.
Anyway, have a nice weekend. Have a nice holiday.
I'm going to have a wonderful holiday, Rose, and I shall be lying on the beach in Zakynthos, laughing at you and your chest. Ralph!
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, what do you mean good morning, you muppet? It's 11:15.
I'm going to work, so this is my morning.
Okay, well, what time are you going to finish work?
8:30.
Oh, mate, alive, that's no good at all.
It's good enough for me.
Okay, I'm going on holiday on Friday. Well, this is my Thursday night, right? Thursday night, get home about 1:30, have a sandwich, get in the car, hand the keys to my flat to my mate who's staying at my flat for 10 days, and then drive to Gatwick Airport, then get on a plane at 10 to 6. I'm gonna fly to Zakynthos, get off the plane and go and sit on a beach. Whoa. Sit on a beach for 10 days drinking milkshake.
You'll have a very safe journey, sir.
Thank you, Ralph. I will do that, Ralph Amond. Now, was there any reason for this phone call?
Yeah, any chance of any though?
But wait, right. Sorry. Did I at some point say that tonight we were going to do lots of requests?
No, you just seem to be getting really fired up about it. I thought, yeah, this...
No, Ralph, we are not... This is not local radio, 10 o'clock in the morning, when we do 10 at 10, and then we do the requests from the girls in the office. We don't do requests, Ralph.
I know you don't. I just thought I'd ask someone.
Right, I'm cutting you off. There we go, he's gone. But Eloise, don't put anyone through who's asking for requests.
Oh, whoops.
Just don't do it. It's not what the show is about, for God's sakes. If you want to phone in and not ask for a request, 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Let's go to Robin. Good evening, Robin.
Hello, Iain Lee.
Hello, Robin. How are you, my friend?
Not bad.
Excellent stuff. What can I do for you?
I just hope your mum's better than your career.
Well, okie dokie, Michael. Is that the best you can do? No, is that the best you can do? Right, hang on a second. Let's, now I'm using, new system here, so it's going to be a little bit tricky, but we can do that. Let me just do that. That was Michael who's been calling in and wanted us to play the famous indie band, the Rolling Stones.
Hello?
Hey, Michael?
Yes?
Yeah, you know why your mum's so fat? It's because every time I touch her knockers, I give her a biscuit. There we go. That's the clean version of that. Right. Oh, dearie me. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Let's go to Will. Good evening, Will.
Ian.
How are you doing? You all right?
I'm good, thanks.
Lovely stuff. What can I do for you, Will?
Well, earlier in the show, you sounded a bit angry.
Yeah.
Are you still angry?
Well, I'm frustrated that for some reason people think this show is a request show. We don't do requests.
Yeah. Well, I don't like to listen to the music really anyway. So.
No, exactly. You know, listen, if you want to hear a song, go and buy the CD or go on Spotify or go to iTunes or do so. Don't listen. My job is taking phone calls and playing the songs that are on this bit of paper in front of me. That is it.
To be honest, like for a listener, radio's a bit lazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's a bit cheap as well, but anyway, I don't really care. Just before I go into my main...
What do you mean, hang on, what do you mean it's lazy and cheap?
Like, it's lazy because, I can hear myself in the background, it's weird.
Well, it's because you've got the radio on, you idiot.
No, on the phone. Anyway, it's lazy because instead of going out to HMV or going switching their computer, they have to listen to the radio, but like, they could download it, they could listen to themselves whenever they like, and then...
Exactly.
So that's why it's lazy.
And you don't do anything. You sit there listening. Go and do something. Oh, everybody who's listening now, go and do something. I'm doing something. I'm doing this. Go and do something.
The thing is, a lot of your listeners are kind of a bit weird, so you don't really want to know what they're doing.
No,
on your Facebook page, they'll probably say this stuff, and you might want to do something about them.
Yeah.
Anyway, just going to say, you were talking about the school earlier.
Yes.
And you were quite.
Was I talking about school?
Yeah, you were saying how you could fit.
Oh, it's a waste of time. Yeah.
Why? Just wondering why. Because I finished school now, like, just now.
Yeah.
Right this second, like, yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about it?
So, what, you got an hour-long English lesson, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. First 10 minutes, you're not doing any learning, are you?
Well, it depends on the teacher.
Okay, first 10 minutes, though, in pretty much... Let's take English as an example. You've got an hour-long lesson. First 10 minutes, you're not really doing anything. You're settling down. Teacher's, like, doing stuff on the board and all that. I suppose. Not doing anything.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, so that's 10 minutes gone from every lesson, okay?
Maybe.
So I've saved you, 4 hours already from the week, okay? You go into school and assembly, pointless?
Nope, don't have assembly.
What do you mean you don't have assembly?
Don't have assembly.
What do you mean you don't have assembly?
Like, once every fortnight, rarely.
Okay, well, we'll get rid of that. We're getting rid of all of it. Assembly's
we
gone.
Don't have it, so
well, you just said you did have it, so sorry, you just said you did have it, Will.
Can't, mate.
Well, you just said you did.
It's come to mind, yeah, okay, carry on.
No, do you have assembly or not?
Go on then, yeah.
You do have assembly?
Go on then.
What does that mean?
Yes, carry on.
Answer the question, you little scrote.
Yes, carry on.
Don't give me an instruction. Answer the question. Do you have assembly?
Yes.
Why did you lie?
I didn't.
You did. You said you didn't have assembly. That's a lie.
It was a figure of speech.
Well, no, it's a lie. It's not a figure of speech. Don't listen, Will. I know you're trying to out-clever me, and boy, oh boy, are you a long way off that. It was a lie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we get rid of assembly.
Yep.
We get rid of registration. Do you still have that?
Yeah, but I think that's a pointless waste of time because I hate my I'd hate my... Yeah, carry on, yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm not interested in what you think. I'm just interested in pointing out the facts to you. We get rid of registration. We get rid of lunch break.
No.
Why?
Because it's just time to relax. And
I tell you what, why don't you go and relax after school, you little scrow. I'm saving you, however long the week is, 35 hours, 40 hours, I'm getting it down to 6 hours for you. We're getting rid of lunch.
Fine, I'll hear you out, go on.
We're getting rid of the morning break, if you still have that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we're getting rid of that.
Okay.
We're getting rid of maths and science.
No. Actually, science, yeah. Actually, yeah, go on then, yeah.
There we go, you see. Listen, once you start looking at it, Will, you realise there is so much time you could save.
But then, to get to some levels in society, you won't be able to, like, without some stuff, you won't be able to...
Like what stuff?
Like, have a job.
No, but you said without some stuff. What stuff?
Like, grades as in maths and science.
Oh, yeah, okay. Where are you going to get with science? A laboratory. That's it. That's it.
Fine, but maths, you need it everyday life.
No, you don't. Listen,
Listen,
boy. How old are you?
16.
Okay, I'm 21 years older than you, okay? That is, science teachers were saying that 21 years ago, that you use maths every day in your life.
Okay.
They say that so that they've got a job.
Okay,
no, you don't.
Just listen to me then. How many people are on hold at the moment?
Well, I'm going to say 3. That's not using maths.
What did you do then?
Well, I saw 3 green lights. That's not maths.
Yeah, but 3 is maths.
Yeah,
Number
I
3
learnt
is
that.
a number.
Listen, my 4-year-old nephew can do that, all right? So we'll stop it after 4. How about that?
Stop what after 4?
Is this guy deliberately being a massive
Also,
dick?
you learn to count when you're very young. You don't have to go to maths lessons to do it, so therefore you don't need maths lessons.
That is maths. That is.
Yeah, but you never had a lesson to learn how to count. You just had your parents going 1,
And they
2.
teach you the maths.
Yeah, but we're on about schools.
Will,
you
listen.
don't need maths at school.
Listen, Will, listen. You're trying very hard, and respect.
I'm not trying anything. No, I'm not trying anything.
You are. You're trying very hard, and you're failing miserably. Respect to you for having a go, but you're failing miserably, and you've got a terrible attitude. When my producer is beating you in an argument, that's time. That is time for you to admit defeat and to put the phone down. I think.
No.
Yes.
Ian, that was a horrible comment.
Based on a true story.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute.
Radio.
I was searching
if you want to discuss the show, you can do. You can go to facebook.com/Iain Lee Show. And you can reply to Will, who just called. Will got a bit of a hissy fit and has gone on there. So you cut me off. I didn't put the phone down. You cut me off. Yeah, I know. That's kind of how it works. Everyone gets cut off at some point. And can I suggest, again, please, go to www.radiotimperley.com, TIMPERLEY.com, and help make Frank Sidebottom get to number 1. I think you can also download the songs from Amazon as well. So please go and do that. He's number 46 in the iTunes chart. It's a crazy world, isn't it? It's a crazy, crazy world. Ringo Starr, fingers crossed. It's his 70th birthday today. Fingers crossed he's coming on the show soon. I think it's all happening, so that's exciting. Let's go to Clive in King's Cross. Good evening, Clive.
Hello, mate. You all right?
I'm very well.
Yeah. Can I just say, right?
Yeah.
I don't ring up often.
No.
Now, as you're probably well aware.
Yes.
Now, when Louise answers the phone, straight away, hi, Clive. Yeah. Now, I've been married for 12 years and my wife still doesn't know who's ringing her.
Yeah. I think what you're saying is that you want to sleep with my producer? Is that the thing you're saying?
We don't actually do sleeping, though, do we?
You mean sex?
No, we get back on to you now.
Well, Clive, listen, it's because Eloise has the mind of a robot, a sexy robot, and she knows every number that flashes up on the screen.
That's scary.
When was the last time you spoke to another Clive, Clive?
I haven't.
You've never spoken to another Clive?
No.
Clive in King's Cross? Say hello to Clive in Canary Wharf.
Hello, Clive.
Hello, mate.
How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Pretty good.
Oh, did you listen to the show last night?
Bits.
Oh, Ian said that Clive is a great name as well, so we're pretty much heroes on the radio.
Oh, well, there you go. So everyone should be called Clive?
Yep.
Listen, I only said that because my boss is called Clive.
Oh, well, all bosses are Clive, see?
Yeah, exactly. You both sound like you're the same person.
Could be.
My clone.
Clive?
Yeah?
How old are you?
33.
You're 33?
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, you're 47.
I did like you, Ian.
Yeah, okay. Clive, how old are you?
29.
Oh, for goodness sake, you idiot. Shut up. Who's this Christopher Hall calling me a coward and a bully, for goodness sakes? Look at him, he's stuck in a tiny little hole underground, the muppet. Oh, dear. Anyway, right, Clive?
Yeah?
What do you want?
What do I want? You was doing anagrams.
Yes.
You was. Now, unfortunately, I'm 33, and I do feel I am too young to really know Ringo Starr. I've come out with just a standard anagram for you.
Yes.
Right. So write down woman Hitler.
Right.
And you will get mother-in-law.
But we're not doing mother-in-law anagrams. We're doing Ringo Starr.
But I don't know Ringo Starr.
What do you mean you don't know Ringo Starr?
Well, I know him, but not personally.
How can you know? But I don't know Ringo Starr personally.
Well, you will do soon.
Well, when he calls in on the phone, I know I'm very, very excited. Very excited about the prospect of that.
And anyway, I wasn't really into the Beatles. I'm more of the Monkeys man, really.
Oh, well, now you're speaking my language.
There you go, sir. You want to get one of them in?
Yeah,
we
had Mickey Dolenz in the other week.
I know. I listened. Brilliant.
Yeah, it was a nice day.
It was going to be a much better interview.
Well, but Ringo is a Beatle, for goodness sakes, you know.
He is, but every time someone talks about the Beatles, what happens? Paul McCartney. All the time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well,
they're just living in his shadow.
But listen, he's not. Listen to this. This is a classic. Come on. This is one of the greatest songs of all time. Hang on. Here we go. Play. This is one of the greatest songs of all time, isn't it, boy? Clives?
Nah, Monkeys are still better.
Oh. Other Clive, what are you on?
Well, know that bloke who phoned up and you called him an idiot about counting and maths and things?
Yes, Will. Yes, he was an idiot.
Right, you said looking at your three lights on your display, the green lights, was not maths.
Yeah.
But come to the conclusion of three, you must have added one, another one, and another one, which does make three. So it is maths.
Well, yeah, but it's baby maths that you learn by the time you're 4.
Yeah, I know, but it is still maths. 1 + 1 is maths, or long division, or God knows what. It's still maths. So I think you should ring him up and apologise.
Well, no, but it's baby maths. I was saying that we can stop doing maths after you're 4 years old.
Yeah, true, but it is still maths.
Well, Will is getting all stroppy on Facebook, who I cut off. He's like, you cut me off and you let your regular callers stay on and they can talk for as long as they want. Yeah, Will, I'll tell you why. Because they are interesting and you are a dick. That is why. Sorry?
So are you.
Who's saying that?
I am.
Why are you saying that to me?
Well, you said I was.
No, I said that Will was, not you.
Oh.
But you are one now for saying it to me.
I know, what an idiot.
Yes, exactly. Yes, there we go. The Clives. This is, Clives a dangerous, dangerous breed of people. Now we're playing Back Off Boogaloo by Ringo Starr. We are very, very lucky to announce Ringo Starr's 70th birthday. Ringo Starr is on the line from Los Angeles, California now. Good evening, Mr. Ringo Starr.
Good evening, Iain.
Ringo, it's very exciting. I'm glad you managed to come on the show. Happy birthday, sir.
Peace and love. Peace and love, man. Peace and love, man.
Are you having a good birthday, Ringo?
Yeah, because I'm a multi-millionaire. We've had steak and chips tonight, and I've had a Waltz Viennetta because I'm a millionaire. All the flavors, man. A Viennetta.
And did you get any presents from Paul McCartney?
I got a Rolls Royce from Paul McCartney. He didn't approve of the steak and chips, but he understood because it was my birthday, my 70th birthday. Peace and love, yes.
Ringo, looking back on your Beatles years, what was your greatest achievement, do you think, as the Beatles?
Peace and love. My greatest achievement was Honky Tonk Woman. Sorry, not Honky Tonk.
Did you do Honky Tonk Woman?
No, I'm sorry. I'm so old. I thought I was in the Rolling Stones. Peace and love. I ain't signing no autographs. My greatest achievement was this boy.
That was good. Shall we hear a bit of your recording of Stormy Weather, Ringo?
Why not? Peace and love, no autographs.
Ringo Starr and Stormy Weather.
There's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather. Since my girl and I...
Fantastic, Ringo. It's great. I think you've got an unusual voice, distinctive. What was John Lennon like, Ringo?
He was Muppets of, but he did not write some good songs, that boy. And as a special treat, his widow, Yoko Lennon, sent me 2 tickets for a gig at Watford Peddlers Theatre on July 15th. I'm going in the Royal Box, you see. And I was gonna, as my birthday treat, to watch a Barry from Watford. And then I'm gonna go to the Toby restaurant just off Junction 5 of the M1s who have more steak and chips, man. And pudding and a starter, because I'm so rich, yes. Rich.
Well, Ringo, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yes. Thank you, brother. Peace and love. No autographs. Happy birthday to me, baby.
Ringo Starr there, ladies and gentlemen. Ringo Starr.
Keeps raining all the time. When she went away, the blues walked in and left me. If she stays away, old rocking chair will get me. All I do is pray the Lord above will let me walk in the sun once more. Can't go on, everything I had it down, stormy weather. Since my girl and I ain't together, keeps raining all the time. The time keeps raining all the time.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
You having fun, Eloise?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right tonight, isn't it?
I like being in this thing rather than my studio down there.
All of these buttons are in the wrong place, so I'm kind of muffing up, and the faders are going wrong, and but it's all right. It's a good show tonight. I think we're getting there. A lot of nice, friendly people phoning in, which is what I like. Good,
Yes,
friendly people.
all friendly people.
Elliot's in the Merton Park. Good evening, Elliot.
Hey Ian, how you going, mate?
I'm very well, fella. How are you doing?
I'm very well, son. How you doing?
Well, you just asked me that. It's a little bit silly to ask the same question again when you're not really interested, are you?
Oh no, I am actually. I am.
Okay, well, if you really want to know, I've been suffering quite a bit from depression recently.
Really? Me too.
Yeah. So you going to listen, or are you going to talk over me?
No, fire away.
Just because you said you were interested. Are you interested or not?
Very interested in.
Okay, I've been suffering a bit from depression recently and wondering whether I should go back and see the doctor and get some medication for it.
Right.
Been very concerned because my mum is very ill and is not very well. I'm not sure what the best course of action to do there is. And that's kind of been the main thrust of the last couple of days.
So it's good that all the calls so far tonight have been positive and friendly.
Was it since you met Ricky Gervais and then it all went downhill? I don't know.
Was what? My mother's illness?
No, I mean your career.
Oh, there's 360 there.
I don't know I don't quite understand what you're saying, Elliot. Are we talking about me being depressed, my mother's illness, or what?
No, not your mother's illness. What happened?
Because that was the last thing we were talking about, and then you started talking about Ricky Gervais.
Oh no, I used to love you on the 11 o'clock show. I just wonder what happened to you and Daisy and the whole thing on the Channel 4. It's great.
It was great, yeah, you're right. It was very good. Excellent. Hit and miss. There were some bits that were rubbish, if I'm completely honest. There were some bits of the 11 o'clock show that were rubbish, but most of it was good.
No, it was a good show.
Right. So we've all agreed on that. It was quite a good show.
Awkward silence.
Well, I don't, only because I don't know what you're saying, Elliot.
I don't think I do either, Ian. I'm just happy to be on live radio. It's the first time in my life.
And you've bottled it a little bit, haven't you?
I have a little touch.
Because you were going to come up and give me a bollocking and say my career was rubbish, weren't you?
No.
There you were.
Actually,
Which fella? What's your language? No, I know exactly what you're going to call up for because, hey, you tell my producer Eloise and she tells me.
I know.
Listen, if you want to have a go, Sunshine, have a go.
No, I'm not having a go. I'm going to retract my first have a go, but I did watch your Sky One episodes on Lost, and I thought they were very good.
I'm not interested. Either you're going to have the balls to phone in and say to me what you were going to say to me,
right,
or you're going to get lost. It's one of those two things.
Ian, are you telling me you don't like Lost now?
Are you on drugs?
No, I'm just...
Because you're not making any sense whatsoever. You phoned up and you told Eloise you wanted to have a pop at me because my career, in your opinion, has gone nowhere since the 11 o'clock show, and now you're phoning up and you're talking about Lost. So I don't quite know what your point is, Elliot.
Yeah, but now I'm trying to big you up that I actually enjoyed.
I don't want you to big me up.
Okay.
Because you're a nasty little coward.
Oh, that's not very nice, is it, Ian?
Well, not what you phoned in to say you were going to say wasn't very nice, but what's even worse than that is you've not had the balls to say it to me. You say it to Eloise, but you won't say it to me.
Ian, I think I wanted to call up because you were giving so much grief to other listeners for no reason at all.
No, I was giving grief to other listeners who are acting like idiots, Elliot. That's how it works. If people are idiots, I will give them grief.
No,
For example, you are an
probably.
idiot, I am giving you grief.
Yeah, okay. Well, I like to think I'm not an idiot, so...
Well, you are, because you're an idiot, and what makes it worse is you're a cowardly idiot, because you won't say to me what you were going to say to me.
Oh, this is very funny. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I know, and everyone's laughing, but everyone is laughing at you.
Oh, I guess you're going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, because it's true.
Oh, but who's listening? Who the hell is listening this time of night? No one.
There we go. Now he's doing it. We get somewhere.
He's got the balls now.
Who is listening? We've probably got about
Is anyone listening?
Yeah, we've...
They're probably listening to absolute 80s or 90s, aren't they?
A lot. Absolute 80s is doing brilliantly, yes.
Yeah,
we've probably got about 65,000 people listening live, and this week we will get... What do we get weekly on the podcast?
25,000? Week, and last month we got close to 1 million downloads.
No, I love it. I love it, absolutely. I think it's a great radio station. I really do.
So basically, a lot of people are listening now or in the future on their iPods, Elliot.
Yep, it's all downloading.
Elliot, listen, I'm going to let you go because you're only embarrassing yourself and it's not really worked, has it, mate?
All right, lovely to speak to you, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the point of that?
I think it was the... You disarmed him at the beginning.
I totally disarmed him, because I knew what... Listen, you phone up and, by all means, tell Eloise what you're going to say, but then say it to me, whatever I throw at you, and yes, I did disarm him. I did disarm it, and he asked me how I was feeling. He said he wanted to know exactly how he was feeling, so I told him everything that was going on, and that did disarm him, and then he bottled it slightly. But, of course you'll get respect if you come on and say, hey, your career's gone backwards since the 11 o'clock show.
Yeah, because it's better than sending in an even worse way is sending in a text and not even answering your phone. At least he tried, but he didn't.
He sort of bottled it. I'm having fun this evening. This is genuinely very, very good fun. I hope you're enjoying it as well, dear listener. Excuse me. 0330 123 1215. Let's celebrate Ringo Starr a bit more, shall we, kids? Fantastic. I was singing there and didn't realise that the fader I was putting up was my microphone. I thought it was HD4, which will play the instrumental version of Go Your Own. Wait, John is on the M25. Good evening, John.
How you doing, Ian?
I'm very well. Sorry to keep you waiting so long, my friend.
That's all right, not a problem. I've got plenty to drive, so it's...
Where are you going from and where are you going to?
South East London to Slough.
The town of my birth, my friend. Good luck.
Well, having great enjoyment. It's all right to do a road to clear, though, so it makes it all a bit better.
Yeah, lovely, lovely Slough. John, what can I do for you?
Well, I'm just touching on the topic about bad sportsmanship.
Yeah. This is because did you see the football match tonight?
I didn't actually. I'm an on-call gas engineer. And,
right.
I haven't had a chance. I've listened to it on the radio.
I'm not a fan of football at all, but I was in the studio and it was on, and the Spanish were winning. They had 2 minutes to go, so they obviously didn't want the Germans to touch the ball. And the Spanish goalkeeper, I've never seen anything like it. He had the ball at his feet, and he slowly bent down to pick it up, taking every second. And then he stood up and went, no, I'm not going to pick it up yet. Oh, I'm going to pick up the ball now. And I thought, come on, this is the World Cup. Play decently, fella.
I mean, yeah, it is that sort of thing that you kind of look at and you think to yourself, it irritates you because you know that they're just time wasting. But I mean, when I was younger, I used to play Sunday League football.
Yeah.
The game that we were playing was actually the final of the London Cup, and my friend he got tackled in the box, but you could tell, everyone else could tell, it was a blatant dive. But in the process of doing that, not only did he win as a penalty, but he also broke his collarbone.
Yeah.
Which,
wow.
Well, undoubtedly everyone was laughing about after it.
Yeah.
But that penalty did win us the game.
Yeah.
And subsequently, to me, as much as it won us the game and our team won London Cup, right, you still look at it and think to yourself, well, I would have rather have won it in a fair way.
Yeah, a little bit dodgy bodski.
Exactly.
So did you just won it, and I thought you were going to say, but you won it, but you gave them the cup or something?
Oh, no, at the end of the day, no, we still took the trophy home. But,
I thought you were going to come out with some, and we felt bad about it, so the next week we went and drove over there and we gave them the cup and we declared that it was a draw. But no, you took it, and shame on you.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Well, yes, shame on us, shame on the team. But at the end of the day, as they say, most people will do whatever it takes to win.
You're right, John. Listen, I've got to move on because we're getting to the top of the hour. Thank you for that. The only sport that I'm aware of where the players are actually sportsmanlike, and if someone muffs up but it's not noticed, they'll say they've muffed up, is snooker. And they do that on snooker a lot. If someone does something that's illegal, or they knock a ball, or they'll step away from the table and say, "I'm sorry, I touched touched your pink ball there. I shouldn't have done that." 0330 123 1215. Last hour of the show, the last Thursday. What day is it? Wednesday. Oh my God, I'm getting excited because I'm going on holiday soon, but not soon enough. 0330 123 1215.
Iain Lee's 2-hour late-night radio show starting at 11 every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday.
You want a mad cat? Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
Well, the show's going all right tonight. I thought we'd struggle, and it was a little bit quiet for calls. I think the reason it's quiet for calls at the first hour, Eloise, is because Big Brother...
Yes.
And because it's kind of like summer now, and the kids are allowed to stay out till quarter to 11.
And it's warmer, so why would you want to be indoors?
Why would you want to be indoors listening to a has-been and a lady talking? You wouldn't really, let's be honest. But it's been a humdinger of a show. We've had arguments, we've had love, we've had Ringo Starr of the flipping Beatles. It's been wonderful. There's still time for you to take part. We've got another 55 minutes before Crosley comes on at 1 o'clock. 0330 123 1215. Tomorrow, Michael Winslow of Police Academy fame is going to be on the line. We nearly got Penn and Teller as well, but they're here when I'm away.
We had 2 offers of interview days. We couldn't do either.
Couldn't do either. We nearly had Penn and Teller. How cool would that have been? They made a brilliant film called Penn and Teller Get Killed or something like that, and I remember it being wonderful, but I've not seen it for years. If you've missed any of the shows this week, and any of the 3-hour-long shows, or any of the older shows, you've just tuned in for the first time and you think this is sounds quite good, you can get all of the old shows by going to absoluteradio.co.uk/podcasts. Or you can go to iTunes and look for Iain Lee on Absolute Radio. There's also the Best Bits podcast, which is a tiny bit of the show, or in the case of, was it Tuesday's show, that They Might Be Giants?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yesterday's show, the Best Bits podcast, is the full, unedited They Might Be Giants interview. There's also Shepherd's Pie, which is little videos that we put up from time to time.
I'm editing the They Might Be Giants video as well as we speak.
We'll do some more when I come back. I've been a little bit slack filming stuff, so when I come back... I'm off for 2 weeks now, but it was going to be 1 week. My holiday has sort of been extended to 2 weeks, although the second week won't actually be a holiday. I'll be cooking. So tonight and tomorrow night are your last chance to talk to me for 2 weeks. Everyone's going, oh my God, I can't talk to him for 2 weeks. Let's call in. 0330 123 1215. It's Blue Earp in Brentwood.
How did you know my surname? Oh, that's strange. Okay. It's like the telephone mafia. How do you know it all?
I know. Listen, Blue Earp, I know everything.
Okay, fair enough. I've got a tenuous Beatles link.
Let's have it.
Well, it's George Harrison. My wife, she wasn't my wife at the time. She was at a party and she told George Harrison to do one and called him a dirty old pervert.
No! Lovely George Harrison.
Yeah, she didn't know who he was, and he offered her a job. And he was a friend of her brother's that was holding a party, and I think he worked for George, or he was a stockbroker. He did stuff for George.
Yeah.
And he was there with a couple of minders.
Yeah.
And he offered her a job, and she was like, "No, who are you?" sort of thing. And everyone was laughing at her because they all knew who he was, and she didn't.
And so she thought he was cracking on, and when he was offering a job, it was like a rude job.
Yeah, he was quite genuine, apparently.
Well,
I've heard quite a nice fella.
I've heard that he done. I've heard that he did that. That he used, if he was talking to someone at a party or liked them and said, "You fancy coming to work for me?" He did it quite a lot.
Yeah, she's silly, isn't she?
She's a muppet.
Yeah, I'll tell her that when I see her.
Please do, Blew Up.
Yeah, I will.
All right, listen. Thank you for that. Anything else?
No, I've got to have you on the maths. On the maths, man. I've got to have you on the maths.
Go on, man.
Well, the thing is, I've been thinking about. I've been listening to what you've been saying.
Yeah.
And calculus, very important in engineering, structural engineering.
Yeah, but I don't do structural engineering.
No. Oh, well, are you basically for you it's pointless?
I'm saying if you want to go off and you want to do structural engineering, or you want to become a math magician or whatever, then you should go off and you should study maths outside of the school environment. As long as you know basic adding up. Do you remember, how old are you, Blew Up? What, you about 48, something like that?
I'm 37, that's very cheeky.
37, okay. Well, then you're the same age as me. You would have been at school, and Eloise, did you do this? You would have definitely done this, Blue. You would have been at school, and they would have made you learn your times tables.
Yeah.
And you would have just sat there. 5 times 5 is 25.
Yeah.
6 times 5, and you would have done it. You'd have done it your 3 times tables, your 4s, your 5s, your 6, all the way up to your 12 times tables.
Yeah.
And it was the most tedious thing, and I found it terrifying because I wasn't very good at the times tables, and so I couldn't do it. When we got to 5 was easy, and 11 was easy, and 10 was easy, obviously, but the 3s and the 7s and the 9 times table, and I would have this fear and this dread, and I couldn't do it. And you'll get some people now in their 70s who can do their times tables because they were taught it like parrot. But Blue, you'd agree that is pointless, isn't it?
Yeah, and the way it was taught was bad as well, because I used to sit in fear that I might get chosen to answer a question on the times table. And it wasn't until, I wasn't particularly bright at school, but at junior school, it wasn't until someone said, all you're doing is adding, if you're doing 5 times, so we're doing it 5 each time. And all of a sudden, it was clear, but that wasn't until, the end of my junior school. That would teach you a different way.
No.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's, okay, I'll be quiet. Yeah, I'll stand corrected.
Blue, you are a lovely gentleman. Thank you very much for calling in, you see. It just takes a little bit of logical thought, and everything I've said this evening makes complete and utter sense. Robert is in Clay Hill. Good evening, Robert.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I want to talk about Ringo Starr.
Okay.
It's not really a story, it's just me and a couple of friends really just take the mick out of him.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. He's a brilliant drummer, but we just take the mick.
And how does your taking the mick manifest itself?
I don't know. We're a fan of the Beatles, and we just choose one of them to take the mick out of, and it's always Ringo.
What do you say about him?
I don't know. We just say that he doesn't really matter.
Ringo doesn't really matter?
Yeah, that there was only really 3 Beatles, and he was just in the back.
Well, he wasn't, because he was in the back. That's where the drums were.
Yeah, no, but he never did anything.
Well, he played the drums.
yeah, but anyone can do that.
Can you play the drums?
No, but
there you go. You've just anyone can do it. Can you do it? No. Drums is. Have you ever sat behind a drum kit and tried to play it?
It's so hard.
No.
It's really hard because playing the drums, it looks easy, and everyone can do that. Everyone can do that. But as soon as you sit behind a drum set, and you've got sticks, and you've got pedals, geez, I don't understand. You have to separate your brain into 3 bits. So you've got one bit doing the rhythm, one bit doing sort of fills, and then you got 2 pedals going off. How can anyone do that? You have to be really, really clever to be able to do that.
Okay, yeah, he can play the drums.
Yeah.
But he never really wrote anything.
He wasn't a songwriter. Have you seen either A Hard Day's Night or Help, the Beatles movies?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Who's the star of those films?
the Beatles.
Yeah, who is the star of the Beatles in those films?
I don't know. Ringo Starr?
It's Ringo Starr. Ringo Starr has the charisma, it's particularly in Help, which is one of my favourite films, but it's a little bit flat. And all of the Beatles are really, really stoned in Help. It's when they kind of discovered weed. But Ringo has this charisma and this childlike quality that lifts that film and stops it being quite dull and tedious and actually makes it quite a charming period piece. It's Ringo.
Yeah, but we only really know him for Thomas the Tank Engine.
Ah, well, that's because you're boys. You're young men. What are you, 18 or something?
16.
16. There you go. You're just kids. Hey, listen. When I was a kid, I had a similar. I was down on Ringo. You wait till you grow up and you listen to Revolver and you listen to the majesty of his drumming throughout the album, particularly on Tomorrow Never Knows and She Said, She Said. It's just the man is an understated drumming genius.
Yeah, we like him, but it's just fun.
Well, Robert, enjoy your fun. I don't know what I can say to that, but well done you. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Is this our third Clive of the evening? Good evening, Clive.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Right. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, well, you're a young man. And you were brought up when he was doing Thomas the Tank Engine, so that's what you would know him for. And, of course, you'll think of John Lennon, because John Lennon is the iconic image of the Beatles. He was murdered, so instantly he passes into legendary status. And, of course, you will. But Ringo Starr... I'm gonna... Let me get a song. Hey, I don't know if I've got Revolver on my iPod for some reason. Let me have a little look. I'm going to play you some amazing drumming, right, from Ringo Starr. And it's amazing.
Red.
And this will just show you... Come on, iPod, work quicker than this. This will show you just how good a drummer he was and how imaginative... And he wasn't like a Keith Moon, you know, he wasn't doing the full fills and massive stuff like that, over-the-top stuff. But he had when you hear Ringo drumming... My iPod is really being a pain in the arse. When you hear Ringo drumming, you know it's Ringo. And to have that much of a distinctive style is pretty special. Hang on, I'm trying to see if I've got Revolver on here. Please let me have it. I should have it. There we go. Here's Revolver, right. Now, it's one of these songs. It's not... I think it's She Said, She Said. Let's have it. Hang on a second. Listen to this. This is just... Hang on a second. Here we go. Phil.
She said,
Phil.
I know what it's like to be dead.
Phil.
I know what it is to be sad.
Phil. And listen, every Phil is completely different. Every Phil in this song is completely different. Next verse, here we go.
I said,
Phil.
put all those things in your head.
Another Phil coming up.
Things that make me feel that I'm not.
Completely different Phil coming up.
And you're making me feel like I've never been born. She said, you don't understand what I said. I said no.
The man's a genius. The man, and my tongue is not in my cheek at all when I say Ringo Starr is one of the greatest drummers that we have ever had in this country. And people laugh at him and say that his drumming was weak and was boring. Au contraire, it is powerful, it is imaginative, and it is very, very subtle.
Well, I have to say, his drumming is brilliant. So it is. I've heard his drumming before. And that, to me, is one of his all-time greats, that Urchin there.
There you go, Clive. Listen, I've got to move on. Thank you very much for that. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. It's 12:15, Eloise. I can't believe it. This is wonderful. The show is zipping past. One more sleep till my holiday. Beautiful.
Absolute
Radio.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Last 35 minutes of the show. 0330 123 1215. Don't forget to go to facebook.com/Iain Lee Show. There's a lot of troublemakers on there this evening. They have to boot a couple of people off. But otherwise, it's a friendly place to hang out for all the family. Martin Higgs is on the line. Good evening, Martin Higgs.
Higgs, Ian, Higgs.
Well,
hello.
It says Higgs on the screen, so I'm going to have to stay with that, I'm afraid, Higgsy. Come on.
Cheers. Okay, no worries. Ian, I want to ask one thing. Has anybody mentioned about Barbara Bach tonight? Ringo being married to Barbara Bach, the hottest Bond girl there was.
Come on now, what a stunner she was, wasn't she?
Exactly, and in the best Bond film there was. Spy Who Loved Me.
Spy Who Loved Me, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
she was and still is bit of a fox, little bit of a fox, old Barbara Bach.
Absolutely. What I was ringing up about was, I want to ask you, what films do you think are acceptable for a man to cry to? What you know?
Oh, man, listen, I cry at blooming McDonald's adverts. I will cry at anything. What was it? I cried at the end of Con Air when he gets hooked up with his daughter. And my wife didn't even look up. She was on the floor reading. She didn't look up. She looked at the screen, saw that bit, she went, "Are you crying, Ian?" I went, "Yeah, I am." So I cry at anything, man. It's terrible.
Right, have you seen The Iron Giant?
I have not seen The Iron Giant, no.
Oh, you've got to see it. You've got to see it. Honestly, it'll melt your heart.
I've not heard of it.
Yeah, it was based on a book. I don't know who by, but Vin Diesel does the voice of the robot. This Iron Giant, this robot that the boy befriends.
Oh, I'm aware of the story. I believe that Pete Townsend did a concept album called The Iron Man.
That's right, he had something to do with it, yeah.
Was it Ted Hughes, I think, may have written it? I'm not sure, but yeah, I know the story.
Brad Bird had a lot to do with it. He directed it.
Okay.
From Simpsons, early Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Kes?
I don't remember crying at Kes. I don't think I tend not to cry at those films that are really bleak northern 70s films for some reason. But I don't remember crying. I've not seen it for a few years.
Right, got you. What about Gladiator?
Oh, I've not. I watched 20 minutes of that, and I said to my missus, I said, "Do you reckon it's going to get any better, or is this as good as it gets?" And we gave up. It was rubbish.
You know the beginning when the dog's chained.
I don't.
And he said unleash hell. My sister thought the name of the dog was Hell.
Oh, she's a bit stupid, isn't she?
Yeah, luckily there's a big divide between us. So.
Good, well done. We do not have the same taste in films at all, Higgsy.
No, it's not working, is it?
Give me another film. Go on.
The Deer Hunter.
Oh, I was in tears at The Deer Hunter.
Thank you, like a baby.
Oh, there are so many bits. I mean, when De Niro goes to see John Savage in the hospital. Oh,
heavy.
God.
Yeah.
And he's going to want to stay here for a bit long. And then at the end, when, they're all drinking.
Exactly, and they're saying God Bless America.
I was in floods of tears in that film, yeah.
But check out The Iron Giant. You've got to check out The Iron Giant.
Higgsy, I will possibly do that, although I'll probably forget if I'm completely honest. Alex is in the Harpenden. Good evening, Alex.
Hello again, you alright?
I'm alright, fella.
I was ringing you back because you said about being depressed.
Yeah.
And I've actually got a little bit of advice about that.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I got depressed myself about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
For similar reasons. My mum got really ill, nearly died. I couldn't cope, so... have you ever taken antidepressants before?
Yes, I have.
Well, I'm on these ones called citalopram, and they worked for me, and my mate is in a similar boat as well.
Yeah.
And there's work for him, but maybe wait until... See how your holiday goes.
Well, this is the thing. I've been on them. I was on Effexor, which is a nasty, nasty drug, and boy, oh boy, that makes your head go all over the place. But, and I've been on them for a long time, then I stopped and I was on them. I'm not against going on them at all if the need takes place. You know, I think I was on them, was it last year I stopped or the year before? Anyway, I'm not one of those people that says, I would never do that again. But as I get older and I become more aware of the depression, I realise that there are other tools in my armoury that I can use before I have to go and use those. Like just simple things that everyone says, but you don't really feel like doing. Like doing a bit of exercise, eating healthier, seeing friends, not sitting in front of the TV all the time. There's stuff I can do, meditating, that will help. And so I'm kind of doing that.
Fair enough.
And it's sort of... I have days when I'm really bad, and I have days when I'm all right, but which is better than having prolonged periods of feeling like I want to stay in bed and kill myself. Which I'll be honest, I've had that. But yes, no. If anyone is listening and they're struggling with depression, a horrible thing, very serious thing, very lonely thing. But hopefully you've got a good doctor and go and talk to them about it.
Yeah, because it just helps to get it out of the air sometimes. Even if you don't need anything, just to say it. I find it easier if it's someone you don't know for some reason.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there is something about that. I don't know why that. And also, if you go and talk to a professional person, sometimes people, even now, will say, Oh, come on!
Yeah,
come on!
That happened to me.
Cheer
I
up,
was
let's go
very
down the
lucky.
pub.
The first person I went to see, I couldn't really speak properly because I was so down.
Yeah.
And my mum was well enough to go and talk to them by that point.
Yeah.
And the first load of people, it was a Friday, they were like, sod it, we'll just put them away for the weekend, go to the pub.
Yeah.
And my mum overheard and said, all right, I want to go talk to someone else.
Yeah.
We got someone else, and they just sat me down and just went, yeah, why don't you try these,
Yeah.
see how you feel. So, went all right. Anyways,
Thank you very much for that. It's very
best
kind.
of luck to you.
Thank you very much, fella. And come on, pull your socks up. Come on, chin up, Alex.
See ya.
See you later on. Ta-ta. Let's go to Serena. Hello, Serena.
Hey, Ian, long time no speak.
We got all serious for a moment there, didn't we?
You did.
Which is fine. We're allowed to get serious from time to time, I think.
Yeah.
Why the hell not? Anyway, Serena, yes, that conversation wasn't going anywhere, so let's see what you called in for.
Well, I've got a Ringo Starr story, sort of, but it's more related to Zach Starkey, his son.
Zach Starkey, his son, who's now drummer with The Who.
And Oasis previously.
And, yeah, he was with Oasis, wasn't he?
Yeah. Okay, well, it's very tenuous, but my nephew went to the same school as Zach Starkey's daughter, Tatiana, at a school in North London. I won't mention the school or the area.
Just in case.
And I asked my nephew what she was like, and he said that she was very cool, very quirky and trendy. She wore a lot of black, apparently.
Yeah.
And she once invited my nephew to a birthday party at the Monarch, or was it the Monarch or the Barfly? I can't remember, but one of those places in Camden.
Yeah. And he went and Ringo Starr was there?
No, he wasn't there, but Zach Starkey was there briefly towards the end. But he was surrounded by a lot of people, and my nephew couldn't get close to him.
Well, there you go. Zach Starkey looks like his dad, which is we think, isn't it weird that Ringo Starr was in the Beatles and the biggest band in the 60s, and his son is now in the Who, probably the third or fourth biggest band of the 60s.
Exactly, and Zach Starkey's brilliant. He's a brilliant drummer.
Oh, he's an amazing drummer, Serena. Yes,
Yeah.
he's definitely.
Can I just say also, you know, for the younger generation, people who are doubting Ringo Starr's genius, you know, the fact that he's a brilliant drummer.
Yes.
Get the for those people, get the Concert for George DVD. You know when George Harrison died?
Oh, yeah, that's a
and
good
they
DVD,
did a
that, yeah.
concert tribute to him at
Yep.
the Albert Hall.
Yep.
Well, both Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr feature in that concert, and Ringo Starr is absolutely brilliant in that.
Serena, he plays a blinder in that. You're correct. Listen, thank you very much for that. 0330 123 1215. That's it. We'll play the specials, and then we'll do some calls straight to air for the last half an hour of the show. That sounds like a plan to me. Do you want to hear one of the saddest songs in the world? One of the saddest songs of all time. Wait for the specials to finish. That was rude of me. I do apologise. One of the saddest songs of all time. Ringo Starr and Photograph. 70 years old today. Happy birthday, Lord Ringo.
It's time for the most dangerous part of the show. Triple M. Straight to air.
OK, the last 25 minutes of the show before Mark Crosley at 1 o'clock will be your calls. Straight to air, completely unscreened. Eloise has gone. I don't know where Eloise has gone, actually. It's very rude of her. She should still be here, but that's her choice. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. 0330 123 1215. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Press button 1 and then your phone will start ringing. That means if the phone is ringing, that means you're on my screen and I will be able to see you. And then touch the screen and put you through. The rules are very simple. Don't swear. Don't be libelous. Anything else goes. You can phone in and talk about any of the stuff we've talked about today, about Ringo Starr, about sunglasses, about bad sportsmanship, about maths. Or you can just phone in and make a noise down the phone. It's as simple as that. 0330 123 1215. Press button 1. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, this is the patron saint of New Wave and Alternative 80s. For you, Ian, I recommend Off on Holiday by Socks.
Thank you very much. That's it, okay, that's what we got. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
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 Goodbye. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Ian. I've just noticed something the other day.
What was that you noticed?
This is a compliment, by the way, not an insult or anything.
I'll be the judge of that.
You look a little bit like a young Jason Manford. But thinner.
The fat lad?
Yeah, but thinner.
I don't look anything like Jason Manford, do I? But yeah, he's younger than me. He's like 28 or something.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm 10 years older than him.
Well, you're doing good for your age, then.
Thank you very much, sir. We'll take that. I like Jason. Jason's a nice lad. He's a good boy. Yes, line 6. I can't hear what you're saying, dude. Too quiet. Line 5, you're on the wireless. Hello? No, Three, you're on the wireless.
Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Friend of mine, my brother's got a guest house in the Outer Hebrides.
Yes.
25 miles to the nearest policeman. He has awful stick from the residents about England's performance in the World Cup, but the English have hit back. They say, what does SNP stand for? And the locals say, Scottish Nationalist Party. And my brother and his mates from England say, no, Scotland not playing.
There we go, you see, a little bit of football satire there. Let's try one more and then we'll take a little break. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Yes, sir.
I've got a way for you to remember your 9 timetable.
Okay, good way to remember the 9 times tables. Let's have it.
Right, okay, put both your hands up, so you've got 10 fingers in the air.
Yes.
Then put down your first one, so 1, 9 is 9.
Yes.
And then put down your second one. And then you see the 1 finger and the 8, that's 18, and then carry on.
What 1 finger? Hang on.
So you got your 10 fingers up in the air.
Yes.
So you put down the first one, so 1, 9 is 9, yeah?
Yes, I've got that.
Put that one back up. Now you put your second finger down.
Oh, yeah.
Say 2 9s are 18,
Yeah.
1 and the 8.
Oh, yeah, then 3 9s are 27.
So on and so forth.
That's very clever.
There you go.
The thing is, you know, if I'd have done that at school at the age of 7, I got a smack round the head for cheating.
Oh, there you go.
It's a crazy world we live in. Thank you very much for that. There we go. Useful arithmetic, not maths. There is a difference.
No, that's not right.
Ian Lee.
Ian Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
You got 3 minutes 23 of this song, and then we'll take some more calls straight to air. Okay? So maybe put the phone down for a second, go and have a cup of tea, go and have a wee-wees. And then in about 3 minutes, start dialing 0330 123 1215. Thank you. Eloise, what's the chances of having the correct show montage this evening?
0, because I haven't got the recording thing here.
I'm mouthing those actual words to you. I'm going to mouth them again.
Well, you know that, don't you? I haven't got recording. I haven't got a studio here.
You said to me you could do everything on that computer without going away.
As
so
in
I assumed
podcasts and things.
Oh, you...
I don't have a studio here. I can't record things.
What do you think this is? This is a studio.
Yeah, it's not in here, though.
I've mouthed those words to you 5 times now, and I hope you're happy.
I can't see them.
We can play yesterday's montage, because it didn't go out. We'll do that. Genius. Well, I'm good, I am. 0330 123 1215. I've back counted here. This can't be right. It can't be right. Can it? Well, listen. Crosby's in the building, right? We may be finishing like 3 minutes early because my maths is so bad. Oh, maybe that boy was right. We do need maths. Of course we don't. I just need to do stuff when I'm not trying to do 7 things at once. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Calls going straight to air. Call up and talk about anything you want. Let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, that's you.
Is that Ian?
Yes.
Ian, I've got a quick quiz for you.
Okay, go on.
I bought a packet of ginger nut biscuits today.
Yeah?
And can you guess how many I've eaten already?
16.
No, wrong.
Oh. You going to tell us, or...? No, he's gone. Okay, we're never going to know. Okay. How am I going to sleep tonight, not knowing that? Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Right, I'm throwing out an open challenge.
Yes?
Barry McGuigan, you chicken.
You're challenging Barry McGuigan, the ex-boxer?
Barry McGuigan to a fight. I'm going to prove I'm harder than him. If you don't ring him before end of the show, he's chicken.
It's a fair challenge. Eloise, sorry, could you... Eloise?
Yeah?
Could you tap a little bit quieter? I'm trying to do a radio show.
I can't tap quieter.
Well, you can tap gently. Oh, I hate you. 5, you're on the wireless. Hello?
How do you like the smell? Is it good?
Okay, yeah. 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
What do you reckon about Bradley Wiggins for the Maillot Jaune?
I have no idea what those words are you just said.
Bradley Wiggins to win the Tour de France this year.
What? Is he in it?
Yes, he is in it. Very much in it.
Then why not?
Yeah, exactly right.
Exactly. Bradley Wiggins.
Bradley Wiggins, good old London boy.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh, so I was doing a radio show, aren't I? Yes, I completely forgot all about that. Let's go to line 8. 8, you're on the wireless.
Me encanta jugar al fútbol con mis amigos.
Thank you very much indeed, sir. Well done, yes. Why the hell not? This is fun, this bit of the show. And it's fun when people just phone up and do nonsense. I like that a lot. 2, you're on the wireless.
Ian.
Yes, sir.
Don't take this the wrong way.
Okay.
But you remind me of somebody on telly.
Go on.
What's this in the nicest possible way? You look just like...
Okay. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
I agree with Will.
Yeah, but you are Will. Yeah. That's kind of sad, isn't it? Phoning up, pretending to be someone else to agree with your own weak argument. That's sad.
Very.
That's a low blow. 4, you're on the wireless.
Hi.
Hi there.
How's it going, mate? Who am I actually talking to, then? Is this Badil or Skinner?
This is Badil.
Hi, man. I'm a big fan, like, I used to watch your TV all the time.
Thank you, man. That's very kind. Thank you.
Like, anyway, just thought I'd compliment you.
Nice one, man. What's your name, fella?
Liam Cully.
Liam Cully. Well, listen, thank you very much. I'm glad you... Did you go back as far as the Mary Whitehouse experience, or was it...
I'm 24, so...
So you probably missed out on that. Okay. Well, listen, what was your favourite thing that I've done?
It was the Badil and Skinner show, basically.
Yeah, I used to like... my favourite thing, I like the fancy football, but I really love the unplanned things. Cause we literally... No one believes this. Me and Skinner, we just turn up, not have a clue what we're going to talk about, and gold would come out of our mouths.
Yeah, that was absolutely...
It was a lot of fun, man.
It was platinum. It was better than gold.
Yeah, listen, man, it's very kind of you to say so, Liam. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too, mate.
There we go. What a nice chap. Listen, that praise wasn't for me, but I don't get it very often, so I was going to take every little bit of that. Every little bit. Let's try line 2. 2, you're on the wireless.
I was searching, you were on a mission, then our paths combined like
neutron star collision.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Let's, Can you please, Eloise? Line 1.
Did someone just say, Ryan Reynolds?
Yes, they did, yes. It was Daz.
Yeah.
Memories.
Eloise? Line 5, you're on the wireless.
My children sleep with other people all the time.
Okay, can't really hear it very well. And I'm worried it's going to be a bit rude. Line 3, you're probably the last call of the evening before Mark Crosley comes on.
Hello, Ian. Is that right? It's so rough in Muswell Hill that dogs have to wear a Muswell. And also...
That doesn't make sense.
A Muswell.
Yeah, but they don't sound the same.
They do a little...
Eloise, will you shut up?
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm carrying a lot of things.
I'm doing a bloody radio... Shut up, Noel. I'm doing a bloody radio show.
Carrying a lot of things.
Well, carry them quietly. You won't come barging into the Ben Jones show. You're going to come in when Mark Crosley's on and dick around like a noisy idiot.
I couldn't close the door because I was holding too many things, so I had to let it fall.
No, because of that rollicking, I'm afraid we're out of time to talk to you.
Oh, no.
There we go. It's a simple...
Yesterday's montage.
We'll have to play yesterday's montage because yesterday's montage was ballsed up.
It wasn't you ballsed up.
I didn't balls it up. You balls it up, you silly mare.
I didn't. I did it.
Well, if you missed today's show, I'm afraid I have no way of letting you know what it was like. But if you missed yesterday's show, it sounded a little bit like this.
Iain Lee. It's all just a little bit of history repeating on Absolute Radio.
He's a fine boy.
Cows.
Cows.
Isn't that cows?
In that cows, yes.
So what are we going to do? Can I talk about shoes?
Oh, that's nice.
You're going to get away. Where are you going to go, Katya? Hi, Ian.
Hi, oh, it's actually quite sexy.
He's a very fluffy ginger.
She was hot.
What do you reckon she looked like?
Bit hairy.
I must go now. Because I don't agree. Thank you, Farrell from Alabama.
Shaken, shaked.
I'm definitely straight, but I think she's fine. If 7-Up isn't green, then what colour is it?
Katya, and you're going, Roger.
I can't pretend to be from Alabama anymore. I'm just from America. I'm you, and you're me.
Get out of your bed, you lazy bugger.
I am engraving the gun.
You're a loser.
Iain Lee. He's back on the radio.
Absolute Radio.
Tomorrow at 11. FYI.
It's right. You're fired. I'm back on at 10 tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I haven't got new jingles made. That's not my responsibility.
I'm mouthing that word to you
I'm going
again.
to say it on air so you get sacked.
I'm off for 2 weeks. Oh, the music fades out. I thought it ended in more dramatic fashion. Eloise, thank you for many things, but not for the work you did on the show this evening. That was poor. Back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. It's the last show starting at 10 o'clock, the last 3-hour show. We've got Michael Winslow from Police Academy on. And come on, let's have a party. When I say have a party, none of you are invited to the studio. That's not happening. Mark Crosley's up next. Here's them crazy charlatans. Seriously, you are totally brought up today.